I gotta get this energy cleared. We gotta shake it off. Shake it off. Are you guys weirded out yet? Are you even here yet? Maybe we'll edit this out. I don't know. Hi, welcome to the Empowered Now podcast with Colette, Kati, something like that. Okay, so this episode's going to be all over the place because I've tried to record it a couple times and it's just like feeling ick. It's just feeling ick. So I decided to drop the rules. That is so ironic. It's just dawning on me right now because I'm wanting to talk about how we don't allow ourselves permission. We don't give ourselves permissions. And I was unconsciously putting permissions on this episode, or not permissions, but rules, restrictions on this episode. And I was thinking, okay, well, I want to have a structure and I want to have it flow. And it's just not working. So I'm going to say, F it, throw that out the window and give myself permission to just be here in this space with you guys and just talk. See, that feels good. That feels really better. I feel really good right now. Welcome to Empowered Now. I'm your host, Colette, Kati. Join me as we talk all things to uplift, encourage, teach, inspire, and empower you to see your best self, to live your best life, and to thrive wherever you are. Okay, so permissions. It's a thing, guys. It is a real thing. We unconsciously put all these restrictions on ourselves. And yes, it might come from our upbringing, from our childhood. It could come from society. It could come from that show we watched when we were 10 years old and some guy on it said, women need to look a certain way or whatever. You know, it doesn't, whatever it is. We put restrictions on ourselves. We buy into the restrictions. And there's no judgment there. It just is what it is. Especially as a kid, like we see things. I remember beauty magazines and how much I loved them and learning like, you know, that song or that like saying. I graduated in 2000 and it was really popular when I was graduating when he was like, don't read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel ugly. I remember like, oh my gosh, that is so true because I loved them, but I was constantly picking myself apart and like picking myself apart in the mirror. And I know we've talked about body image and stuff in a previous episode. And that's not exactly where I'm going, but what I'm saying is that we buy into these rules of like how we need to look, how we need to act, what we need to say, what we don't need to say, just everything. There's so many rules and restrictions that we put on ourselves. And if we go even a level deeper, we give ourselves rules around feeling certain emotions. We give ourselves rules on, like even today, I'm in the middle of a launch, which today we are in by the time this goes up, we will be in the second day of my free 3-day training or course around claiming the life you deserve, moving through from self-abandonment into self-abundance. And I also have another thing that I'm really excited to tell you guys about. Actually, let's just cut to that clip. Quick interruption. And at the time that I'm filming this, my voice is going out. So you're going to need to lean in and listen close. My first ever group coaching breakthrough experience is here. The breakthrough experience is an 8-week transformational journey designed to help you move from an outside-in approach where you're seeking other people and circumstances for your internal well-being and validation to an inside-out approach where you are now confident and whole within yourself. These live weekly coaching calls are guided sessions to help you uncover, heal, and integrate new ways of being and thinking. I will teach you proven mindset and emotional techniques and strategies to help you move from self-abandonment to self-acceptance. And finally, you will be doing this journey with a supportive community, a safe space with like-minded people that are also going through the same experiences and journey as you. If you are tired of living life for other people, it's time to join my breakthrough experience. And I can't wait to meet you, and I can't wait to see what you will become. I'll see you there. My brain's going back. It's replaying. It's rewinding. We're back. Okay. So yes, we're in the second day of this live course that I was building up to. And during the process of promoting it, which I'm like in right now because I'm filming this earlier, get it? Okay. I have been so hyper-focused on all of the ins and outs of making this happen. The Facebook group, the emails, the making sure I'm promoting it on social media, making sure I'm talking about it in my podcasts. And then at the same time, like wanting to read the comments on my podcasts and read the comments on social medias. And I'm like working with a new assistant, and we're like getting out those kinks and training and all these different things. And I'm so hyper-focused on business stuff that when I try to wind down and go like spend time with the family or go to bed, I can tell that my brain is still like, okay, and then the next thing, and then you need to do this, and then and it's like, I love it because I'm so excited about what I have that I'm working on. I'm so excited about the offers that I have for you guys because they've been so long in the making. I've been working so hard on myself and in my career to really support and hold space for you. And I freaking love it. And that makes it extra hard to turn the wheels off when it gets like, okay, it's time to like do something else. It's time to be mom. It's time to focus on being with the family or enjoy playing my guitar, which I haven't picked up for a while because I've been so hyper-focused. And so I have noticed that I'm having a permissions problem, like permission to switch gears. Because though I'm really excited about the business stuff, I do recognize that it can be detrimental to me to be super hyper-focused on it. So I need to give myself actual permission to shift gears and move into, okay, it's now time to relax. It doesn't matter if the house isn't put together because I'm still living out of boxes. We still can't park in our garage. But I'm also like, okay, these business launches are in the schedule, so this is what's happening. Sorry. The house is not ready, which I do have a friend that's going to help me start organizing a little bit more because she's really good at that. Anyways, I get sidetracked. So offering myself permission to wind down, because here's what happens. Here is what happens when we don't give ourselves permission. We will be laying there like, okay, I'm trying to relax now. It's time to wind down. I'm going to relax. And the brain is like, no, you can't relax. No, you don't have permission to relax. You should be doing the laundry. You should be cleaning up the dinner dishes. No, you should be making sure that your son's homework is completely perfect so he gets an A so that he can go to a good college. And right? Does your brain do this too? I should, I need to. Oh my goodness. Why am I not? No. This is what makes resting not without permission. Like, it's not resting. You're not allowing yourself space or freedom or permission to let yourself fully, mentally and emotionally say, I am in this phase of life, or that I'm in this spot now. I am resting now. That means no, I'm not doing the dishes and I'm not doing the laundry, and that's okay. That means I am going to have boundaries with how much I will help my children with their homework because they are capable and I can help give directions. I don't know if that's a great example, but yes, it is, because we, especially, I don't know if this is every mom or maybe there's some dads in there that do this too, but it's like the World Wide Web. Like my brain is constantly like tallying up all the things that need to be done. So being in the present moment can be a real big challenge. But do you see how when you don't allow yourself permission, then you're not enjoying life because your brain is putting you somewhere else or giving you a different task or telling you it's not okay. And so now there's guilt. So that's not resting. You're not giving yourself permission. So another example of this would be something that my therapist would tell me all of the time. Like, oh my gosh, I love her. She helped me so much learn this like art of permission, giving yourself permission. It was kind of confusing to me in the beginning because I thought, why do you need to give yourself permission? Like you're just you and you're just doing you, right? But when you notice this conflict, there's a constant conflict. And at least it was for me, a constant conflict between what I was doing and what my brain was telling me should be happening, right? Or what expectations you need to be meeting up to versus what was actually happening. When I was going through a lot in like my relationship with my husband and we were struggling a lot, I had therapy on the regular, like very much. It was my saving grace. Like, okay, I need to breathe. I can breathe in about 72 hours at 10 a.m. on Friday morning. It was like my air. I loved, that time with my therapist was so, so needed. And sometimes it was very powerful in the session and we would get through some big issues that I was having and some like learning different concepts that I was trying to learn. But sometimes it seemed like no matter how much I tried to like grasp a concept she was trying to teach me or embody like a different way of thinking or being or, just get through a struggle, it just like wasn't happening. And there would be all this resistance, which we talked about in the last episode. And she would just say, Colette, can you give yourself permission to be a mess right now? Can you give yourself permission for life to be messy and for you to be messy? Your emotions, your life, your house. Can you give yourself permission? And as soon as she would say that, I would take a deep breath in. And even though there was some resistance, sometimes it was like, oh, I don't want to do that. When I allowed myself that, it's like, okay, I see that there's no other way out right now. Can I just be here? Magically, my anxiety would come down. My heart would soften. My body would relax. And it was like magic. Just allowing myself to be in a mess. It's okay. I don't need to fix it. I don't need to change anything. I don't need to be different. I don't need anybody else to be different. I just get to be here. It doesn't mean that I'm happy. It doesn't mean that life is perfect or the way that I want it, but it's okay. I'm giving myself permission to be right here. I'm giving life permission to just be what it is. So much power in that. And so that's what I'm inviting you into. This idea of offering yourself the ultimate permission slip to be exactly where you are. And there's this really cool thing that happens when we allow ourselves to do that. And I like to call, let me try to use words. Sometimes I have feelings and thoughts and the words don't really want to come out. Surrender. That's the concept I'm thinking of. Surrender. It feels like the ultimate permission to just breathe. Very powerful. Something very powerful in that. So how do you get there? sometimes it's really difficult to just have an idea and then like, okay, now I'm doing the idea. Like it's not always easy to embrace the concept of giving yourself permission. So let's talk about that a little bit more. Okay, so I don't want to go into like a lot today because I don't want to give you too much, but giving yourself permission. So we talked about that. So one practical way that you can do this or start to do it is by noticing the language around like how am I trying to say this? How do I want to say this? Stop apologizing. Stop saying sorry to everything. I have been one of those people, and I noticed like, okay, this runs in my family for sure. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. It's like you're in the kitchen, you bump. Oh, so sorry. Oh, like you walk into a room and you see somebody and they're sad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't even know why you're sad. I walked in the room and immediately it's my fault, right? It's like we take on so much. Are you like this? Please tell me in the comments. Anybody that has had this pattern of over apologizing, just notice that. Do you have it? I definitely have had it. And sometimes I still do. But I'm aware of it a little bit more now. I notice, oh my gosh, I'm apologizing again. Why am I apologizing? That's one way to start noticing if you're not allowing yourself permissions, you might be taking on a lot of responsibility. If you're constantly apologizing, saying the word sorry, like scooting out of the way for people, you're allowed to take space. Give yourself permission to take up space. And notice when you say sorry, are the things that you're saying sorry for actually things that you need to say sorry for? Did you do something wrong? Do you need to apologize to somebody because you wronged them? Most of the time not. Most of the time not. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, hi. Sorry, I'm still podcasting. Okay, that's all the time we have today. So I'm going to go take Daxton to basketball practice. Come in and show them. You've had many cameos in my podcasts, and I just love it so much. Say hi. What time is it?
Those are my socks.
Okay, I see it.
It's 7:01.
No, I think we both have the same socks. Guys, Daxton and I have the same shoe size almost. He's going to pass me up soon, but right now we're sort of same. We talked about giving yourself permission. Will you tell them that they need to give themselves permission?
You guys gotta give yourselves permission.
Do you know what they need permission for?
No.
To just be the way they are.
Just be the way you are, guys.
Yeah, bros.
Just do it.
All right, you guys, make sure to check out all the information about my 8-week group coaching program. You don't want to miss it. And we'll see you there. Love you. Bye.
See you guys. Oh, please. No cameras.
No cameras. Oh,
today,
shut it off.
guys.
Shut it off.
Oh,
Hurry.
no, please.
Oh, he's too precious.
Please.
He's so cute. All right, let's go. Thanks for watching Empowered Now. If anything you heard today resonated with you and you want more, please like and subscribe so that you won't miss an upload. You can also follow me on social media at Colette Kati. And if you're interested in working with me more closely through coaching or other opportunities, go to my website, ColetteKati.com. It is my hope that you will continue to come back and experience for yourself the benefits of choosing an empowered life. Your feedback and your experience are very important to me, so please take a moment to connect with me in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on today's episode, ideas for future topics, and ideas for guests that you would like to see. And as always, thanks for your time, support, and your courage to live empowered now.